Hello, Namaste, Salam Alaikum, Sat Sri Akal. Welcome back to another session with your Vahchef at whatever.com. Today, I am going to teach you how to make smoky flavored tomato soup. This is a fantastic soup made out of the roasted tomatoes and pumpkins, and it is extraordinary. Dear friends, let's go ahead and learn how to make this. I am going to make a marination that will go on top of these tomatoes and pumpkin. Here I have got basil, dry basil, some rosemary. In this, crushed pepper, salt, then I am going to add some celery, finely chopped celery, leeks and garlic, and pour some olive oil, mix this, and this is what we are going to apply for our tomatoes and pumpkin. Cut the tomatoes, preferably nice red tomatoes cut into halves, and pumpkin also cut them into medium sized pieces, and also add some roughly cut onion and carrot. Don't worry about the shape of these vegetables because all of it is going to be blended at later point. Apply this basil, rosemary, pepper and this olive oil masala on to this. Now we are going to put this in a baking tray and put it in the oven and cook it for around 45 minutes till the pumpkin and the tomatoes are nice and soft and full of flavor. Do not worry, we added the celery and leeks. They may slightly discolor. We need that to happen because that is what will give a very nice aroma to this dish. Just transfer all these vegetables onto a baking tray. Now we are going to put these vegetables into the oven for around 45 minutes. Now look at these tomatoes, nicely cooked, and even the onions are slightly golden. Make sure that the garlic or anything is not too much brown. If there is anything that is slightly over brown, just remove them off. Otherwise, especially garlic, if it is too much burnt, it will give bitterness. So any of it, if it is over brown, just remove them so that you will have a nice, perfect, tasty soup. Look at this. These tomatoes. Fantastic. Any of these vegetables, even a piece of carrot, you take it from here. Wow. With the salt and the herbs, they get really tasty. But we are going to put this in a blender, make it a fine paste and make a fantastic soup. In a bowl, takes butter and we are going to make a very thin roux. I am just adding 1 teaspoon of flour. That will be thickening for our soup. So look at this. Let the flour slightly cook without discoloring, and when the raw flavor is gone, this is all done. In this, add vegetable stock, just little at a time. Once you add little, it won't form into lumps. And when it is nicely become like a sauce, keep adding this vegetable stock. If you want to make it even more flavorful, you can add some chicken stock also. Now we are going to bring this to a boil. You can also add this puree of this roasted tomato and pumpkin. It's good. Wow. This is going to be a slightly thicker soup, but this is good. After boiling around 10 minutes, the soup is all ready. But what we need to do is check the seasoning. I need to add a little bit of salt. And also pinch of sugar will give a nice flavor to this. If you want to strain, you can strain it. Some people don't even want to add the roux to this. That is adding flour and butter in the starting the way we did. That will make sure that the soup is nice and silky. Now the soup is all ready. Let's pour it in a bowl and taste it. Wow. What a nice sweet aroma. Because the tomatoes are nicely roasted along with the pumpkins, it's got even more fantastic sweet flavor. Wow. Especially on a cold day, have a full bowl of this soup and you will feel fantastic. Enjoy this roasted tomato and pumpkin soup with a toast on which you put the pumpkin seeds. You know that pumpkin seeds are almost alternate to Viagra, and then Dear friends, I hope you enjoyed today's session of learning to make this soup, but do not forget, Whatever is all about inspiring others to cook. So please post your recipes and cooking tips at whatever.com so others can benefit from your great cooking.